Howdy and welcome. I'm J.L. Hill. I am a commercial truck driving instructor at Dipstick Community College in Houston, Texas. I am also a commercial driving instructor at Alvin Community College in Alvin, Texas. More importantly, I'm a state of Texas certified and trained CDL examiner, third-party examiner they call us, because we don't have to work with DPS, but we can give you that test on behalf of DPS. Okay? So anyhow, we'll start with some acronyms that will help you describe this truck. Okay, you can use it for 95% of everything you talk about. Say the same acronym, you don't have to try to remember what to say about everything. First one is PMS, properly mounted gear. Everything on this truck is mounted. Okay, it's all mounted to the frame. You're going to tell me anything you point at and touch, you're going to have to tell me properly mounted secure. Okay, metal stuff, metal pieces, metal part, not bent, broken, or cracked, BBC. Okay, write that down. Okay, anything that's rubber, hoses, belts, wiper blades, airbags, okay, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Okay, that's all you need to say. Okay, the last one is lights, glasses, windshield, mirrors, clean, clear, not cracked or broken. Okay, between all of that, those four things, you can cover just about everything on this truck. Okay? Now you're going to be told to do your inspection down the driver's side of the truck, unless something's unique to the other side, and you must inspect that also. Okay? Now one of the things you got to remember, you got to touch. I really point to it close so I know what you're talking about, whatever you're inspecting. I use this. This is my wife's plant thing of some sort. My little laser got kind of weak on me. You can use that, use a stick, use fishing rod, it doesn't matter what you use. Point to it, tell me about it. Just saying the words that you memorize and not pointing to what you're talking about, I got to know what you're talking about. Okay? So make sure you tell me that. Now we're going to draw. And you'll draw Form A, which is the front of the truck, Form B, which is back, and then Form C is the trailer. I see, but I don't know what you're going to draw. We're just going to do the whole thing. Okay? So we'll do a piece at a time. We'll do Form A first and Form B and so on. Okay. So let's get started. Before I do, there's been some recent revisions and changes to this test. As an examiner, I get those changes a little bit in advance. I will always update this video. I've updated for last December. A couple months ago we had a change. A couple weeks ago on the 17th we had a revision of this test, and that's also included in this video. Well, this video should be always up to date and current. Okay? Well, I'm going to start with Form A. Okay, you drew Form A. This is what we're going to do. Okay? Now we're going to be doing the front of the truck. That's what you're going to be told to do. The engine, steering components, front, driver, side, axle. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We'll start here at the front of the truck. I'm going to look first underneath here. No pools or puddles that would indicate a leak of some kind from the engine. A lot of this stuff on the engine you can't really see very well. This is a way you can tell that there's no leaks in that. Going to watch and look and see if the tractor trailer is sitting cockeyed or leaning to one side or the other, which means there may be a tire problem or suspension problem in the back. Okay. Let's get started. Always do it the same way. You have a whole lot less chance of forgetting something. I start up the top. Up there, my 5 clearance lights. They're properly mounted secured. They're clean and clear. They're not cracked or broken. They are amber in color. Okay. My headlights, high beam, low beam, they're properly mounted secured, clean, clear, not cracked or broken. There's some reflective material in there. This is my indicator light. It's properly mounted secure. It's clean and clear, not cracked or broken. It's amber in color. It's an indicator light, so it indicates turn signal, 4-way flasher, and running light. Okay? Now walk over here and just point to that one and say, Ellie examiner, I'd inspect this one the same way I did that one. That's all you have to say. Okay, let's open the hood. remember, you're doing down the driver's side, something unique to this side. In this case there is, because it's an engine. It's a Freightliner Cascadia. This is a Detroit diesel engine, okay? The only thing over here I'm concerned about is this alternator. How do I know it's an alternator? Well, first of all, it's got wires attached to it. All these wires are present. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Here's a vent. This is a motor. Alternator's a motor. So these vents say, cool, keep the motor cool. Can you tell me it is belt driven or gear driven? In this case, it is belt driven. This is the belt right here. It's properly mounted secure. No abrasion, bulges, cuts. If you push on this, you cannot push it more than 3/4 of an inch. Okay? Go around to the other side. Be careful of these guys right here. You run into them, they'll hit you about right in the right spot in the forehead, and they hurt. So most of the drivers already know that. And hopefully you won't find out. Say do it the same way every time. Okay? I start here. My coolant reservoir, properly mounted secured. My tractor broken. There are no leaks. There's fluid in it. Filled to manufacturer specification. Both the caps are securely in place. Okay? There are hoses associated with that. They are properly mounted secured. There's no abrasion, bulges, cuts. There's no leaks. Okay? Anytime there's a hose or a pump, and there's something going through it, tell me there's no leaks. If it didn't, there wouldn't be a hose or a pump. Okay? If you follow this right here next, I'm working my way back and then down. This is my water pump. How do I know it's a water pump? They all look a little different on different engines. They're different places. Follow this hose from the bottom hose of the radiator. You follow it, it ends up at the water pump. No matter where it's at or what it looks like, that's the water pump. With proper mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, there are no leaks. How much gear driven or belt driven? In this case, it is belt driven. Here's the belt. The belt again is proper mounted secure. No abrasion, bulges, cuts. Cannot push more than 1 inch on it. Okay, pretty much that. Here is the oil dipstick. Kind of bright color, can't hardly miss it. Small dipstick, I pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out, to make sure the oil's between add and full. If I need to add oil, right here is where I would add the oil, okay? That's all you need to say. If I need to add some oil, here's where I add the oil, okay? Don't do this, just tell me about it, okay? Okay, let's get started with the steering. There's 2 parts of the steering. It's all this stuff that has fluid in it. And then there's the steering linkage. So let's get started here. Here's the reservoir. Okay, it's properly mounted secured. It's not cracked or broken. There are no leaks. Filled to manufacturer specifications. Caps are securely in place. Got hoses. Here's hoses here, here's hoses here, and here's hoses here. These are my power steering hoses. They're properly mounted secured. No abrasion, bulges, cuts. There are no leaks. If you follow this hose, follow it with your finger down. Wherever it goes, at the end of that hose is a power steering pump. In this case, in the Detroit, it's way down there. Can't hardly see it. But you know, if you follow your finger down, you know at the end of this hose, tell them, tell your examiner, at the end of this hose is my power steering pump. You've already looked underneath to make sure there's no leaks. So you're going to tell me it's properly mounted secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks, and it is gear driven. On the back of the power steering pump, and these guys are always close together. A lot of times they run off the same gear. Is the air compressor. It's way back here. Can't see it. Just tell me it's on the back side of the power steering pump is the air compressor. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. It is gear driven. Okay. This is the steering gearbox, or power steering gearbox, whatever you want to call it. It is properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It has fluid in it, oil in it. You can tell me there's no leaks. Okay. This is your steering column, properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Cannot turn it more than 10 degrees. Okay. If you could, it means one of these U-joints, maybe both of them, need to be replaced. Okay. Now that's one point. The next point is called steering linkage. So here's what I want you to say. This is my 3-piece steering linkage. It's all properly mounted secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. This is my pitman arm right here. My drag link along here. drag link. Down here is my tie rod. It runs from this tire over to that tire. So both tires turn at the same time. That's my 3 pieces I'm interested in. Okay? All 3 are secured with castle nut cotter pin. See it right there? Castle nut and cotter pin. There's 3 of them. Point to all 3 of them. One here, one in the back of the drag link, and one down there at the beginning of the tie rod. We got 3 castle nuts and cotter pins. You can see it right down back in there. Okay, that's the castle nut right there. The cotter pin. Okay? Point to them 3. That's all there is to the steering linkage. Okay? Now I do this next. This is my spring hanger, spring mount, whatever you want to call it. It's properly mount secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. This is the front spring mount. Right back there is the back spring mount. All you do is point to it and say, I'd inspect the back spring mount the same way I did the front one. Okay, that's got them covered. This is my leaf springs. There's 2 of them. 2 leaves makes it leaf springs. Okay, properly mount secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. None of these leaves are shifted, which would mean there's loose. That's not good. These are the 2 U-bolts that hold this thing to the axle. There's 2 of them. They're both present. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Other part is the shock absorber right here. Goes all the way up here. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. It has hydraulic fluid in it. If there's a leak, it'd be right here. Okay? When the 2 sleeves go together. Okay, let's do the brakes. We have air brakes. This is my brake line, air brake line. Has air in it. It's properly mounted secured. It is no abrasions, bulges, cuts. There's no leaks or no audible leaks, however you want to say it. This is my brake chamber. The latest changes in the pre-trip video. This is the brake chamber. You're normally going to tell me it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. It has no leaks. But as of February, you must talk about this clamp. Right here's the clamp. Tell me it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. That's the latest edition as of February. It's properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. It also has air in it. On the back of every brake chamber is a slack adjuster and a push rod. Okay, that's it right here. They may look different. Everywhere you see them, they're all different. But it's on the back of a brake chamber. There's always a push rod nailed right to it. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. With the brakes disengaged, I could pull this rod, this pusher out no more than 1 inch. Okay. Let's go over here and take a look. Down here in the back, this is my brake drum right there. Okay, brake drum, properly mounted secure, no cracked, bent, or broken. There's no oil or grease on this drum. This is my brake liner or material right here. Properly mounted secured. It has to be at least a 1/4 inch of this liner or material, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, it has to be at least a 1/4 inch. Okay, let's move up here to this tire. This front steer tire, a very important thing. No abrasions, bulges, cuts. Touch all 3 sides, so you got them all covered. Has to be worn level. Okay, it cannot be a recap. Okay, and this tread depth has to be at least 4/32 of an inch. Okay. Next, I will do the valve stem because I'll forget it if I don't. Valve stem, right there, is properly mounted secure. Now these are metal on commercial vehicles; they're not rubber like on your car. Okay, so it's properly mounted secure. This is where I check my air pressure with a gauge, and the pressure in this tire should be 95 to 105 psi. Okay. My rim, everybody knows what that is. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no illegal welds on this guy. I can't believe people try to weld these things. Just waiting for an accident. Yeah. These are my lug nuts. Touch them all, like that. They're all present. Okay, they're properly mounted secure. There's no sign of looseness, which would be shiny spots or rust trails around one of these lug nuts. Okay. This is my hub seal. Properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Is metal. Has oil in it. Okay, it's filled to manufacturer specs, no leaks. This little plug, this is where you check the oil in this hub seal. Okay, and that pretty much does for me.
Go.
Okay, now say you drew Form B. Okay, here's what you're going to inspect in Form B. You're going to do the driver's side door, fuel tank area, back to the back of the tractor, doing only one action. Okay, so let's get started up here. First, this is my door. Properly bound secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. My mirror is properly bound secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken also. I'm going to open and close this door. And my door opens and closes. It's my weather strip, weather seal, all the way around. Okay, properly bound secured. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Okay. Going to look here. This is something new that was added a couple weeks ago. It's to do with the DEF system, DEF. Okay, this is my DEF tank. Okay, it's properly bound secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. How do I know it's a DEF tank? Because this has a blue cap on it. The DEF stuff is always blue. Besides, if you can see that, it says DEF on it. It's a pretty good indicator right there. Okay, but it is blue in color. If you see it blue, that's what it is. Okay, we're going to close that. These are my steps. Touch both of them. They're properly bound secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no loose debris on there that could trip you and you'd fall. This is my fuel tank. It is properly bound secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. This is my fuel cap, properly bound secured, and it is securely in place. Okay. Inside there's some rubber gasket. Don't do it during the exam, but if you want to check it when in the real world, you make sure that gasket doesn't have any abrasions, bulges, or cuts on it. And the safety chain, making sure you don't lose that cap. For a test, don't take it off. Just tell me about it, okay? Let's go back here. Okay. It's my catwalk and catwalk steps. Point to both of them. They're properly bound secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no loose debris on it. Again, we don't want anybody tripping. It's your frame. It's what everything's mounted to, one way or another. It's your frame. I'm not going to say proper bound secure because it ain't. It's what everything's secured to. But it's not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no legal wells on this thing. The cross member right here. Okay, it's properly bound secured. Not bent, broken, or cracked. Okay, underneath here, get down under here, is my drive shaft. Okay, it's right there. Can't hardly see it. That's where it is. Point down there. Okay, it's properly mounted secured. That bent, broke, cracked. No illegal wells. Okay. This is my front spring mount. Properly mounted secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken. It's the front one. I would do the rear one the same way I do this one. Okay. Inspect the rear one the same way. Inspect the front one. These again are leaf springs. There's more than one spring there, more than one leaf. If it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, there's nothing shifted to indicate looseness. Again, there's two U-bolts to hold this thing to the axle. They're both present. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay. There is a shock absorber right here. Properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. It's all right around here. Okay. Like I said, it has hydraulic fluid in it. Okay, let's do the brake stuff. This is my brake chamber right here. Okay, it's called a double brake chamber. Two of them together, because two wheels here. Every wheel has a brake. This is my double brake chamber. It's properly mounted and secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken, and there are no leaks. It has air. These are the two air lines for the two brake chambers. Both of them. Properly mounted and secured. No abrasion, bulge, or cut. There is no leaks. Remember we said that slack adjuster on the back of every one of these guys? They're all different. This is it. They're back here. Okay? This is my slack adjuster, and the push rod is out the bottom, right going into the brake chamber. It's properly mounted and secured. No abrasion, not bent, cracked, or broken. With the brakes released, I could pull up to 1 inch, no more. Okay? Let's get down here and look a little bit. This has a shield over it. This is where my brake drum is, just like in the up front, right there, behind the shield. Properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No oil or grease on it. And right next to it, like up front, there is brake material, brake liner. That brake material has properly mounted secured. Okay, has to have at least a 1/4 inch of material. Okay, and that's pretty much all we're going to talk about that. We got duals here. Okay, this is called bud space, B-U-D-D. Okay, this be even all the way around. Nothing lodged in the middle here. A rock or a big chunk of wood or something. Driving down the road, the friction will get these tires hot and blow them out. Okay, do this tire. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Okay, has to be worn level. It only has to be 2/32 in tread depth, 2/32 or more, and it can be a recap. So when you get through saying that, point to this guy. I'll inspect this tire the same way. That's all you need to say. Okay, go back out here. This is I'm looking for that elusive little valve stem right there. It is properly mounted secured. Again, it's metal. Okay, this is where I check my air pressure with the gauge. Okay, there's one for each side, one for each tire. Okay, these tires, each one should be 95 to 105 psi. Okay, next we'll take a look at our rim. Properly mounted secured. No crack, bent, or broken. There are no legal wells on it. Can't believe somebody tried to weigh illegal. Touch all of these lug nuts. These are my lug nuts. They're all present. Properly mounted secured. No crack, bent, or broken. No sign of looseness, which would be shiny spots or rust streaks around this lug nut. This is an axle seal. A little different than the hub seal up front. It is driven off the differential. It's oiled from the differential. But still properly mounted secured. Not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay, there's no leaks. It's filled to manufacturer's specifications. See what else we got for this tire? We just remember we're doing one axle. So we don't have to do that one at all. Okay, here's our rear. This is an airbag bracket. Brackets are metal. Properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. This bag is rubber. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. There are no leaks. Going back here. My mud flap or splash guard, depending where you come from. Okay, properly mounted secured, no abrasion, bulges, cuts. Cannot be more than 8 inches off the deck. Okay, the last we're going to look at here for B are my tail lights. There's 2 tail lights there. They're both red. They're properly mounted secured, no cracked, bent, or broken. They're also turn signal, 4-way flashers, brake lights, and running lights. Above them are 2 red reflectors. They're properly mounted secured. They're cracked, bent, or broken. They're also red in color. Okay, unique to this side of the tractor, if you were doing B, this is it. This is the exhaust system and muffler. All along here, it's properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No sign of leaks, which would be looseness, leaks, either one. Could be black soot or rust streaks running down there. And that does it for B. So, okay. Now they say you've drawn Form C. Form B's format's a little bit different. Okay. So your instructions will be to inspect the components that connect the tractor and trailer. Okay, in other words, the coupling system. Okay, tractor and trailer. So we're going to start here at the tractor. Okay, I have pulled out the tractor from under the trailer so you can see this coupling system a little better. Know what you're looking at. Can't hardly see much under that trailer. So yeah, this gives you a chance to kind of see what you're talking about that you can't really see very well. Okay, this is you're going to tell me this is a platform right here. Properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. These are my mounting bolts all along here. Tell me they're properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. They are all in place. This is a sliding 5th wheel. You can tell by the rectangle holes here, the sliding 5th wheel. This is the pins. These are the locking pins. You want to tell me these pins are securely locked in place. And when you're talking about sliding 5th wheel, you need to tell me that there's proper clearance between the landing gear on the trailer and the back of this tractor. Okay, you get it too far up, made a hard turn, the landing gear will mate with these back of the tractor, and that's not a good thing. Okay, so now we're going to talk. This is the release arm. Okay, right, well, this thing right here, that's the release arm right there. Okay, it's out all the way right now, which means the locking jaws are not locked around the trailer, the shank of the kingpin of the trailer. So when you're looking at doing your inspection, this will be all the way in. Okay, tell me it's all the way in, it's locked in place. Okay, we don't want to drop our trailer anywhere. Okay, so let's move on around here a little bit. This is the actuator, airline actuator for these pins here, these locking pins that hold the sliding fifth wheel in place. Okay, right there. Kind of hard to see them sometimes, especially underneath the trailer. That's what they look like. Like I say, this is the actuator. It's actually driven by a switch in the cab. So you flip the switch and it locks or unlocks these guys right here. This is my pivot pin. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. What that does, this fifth wheel slide plate, skid plate, okay, moves up and down. You know, it'll straighten out and it'll tip up. So this holds in place so it can do that. It's a pivot pin, and as you can see, it's securely locked in place. So it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. It's securely locked in place by these guys. This is my fifth wheel skid plate, properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And if you want to tell me it's fully lubricated, okay? Now let's move around the back a little bit. Be easier to see this thing from the back here. Don't have a trailer here. It's easier to see. Okay, so that release arm we talked about over there, this is your locking jaws, this big chunk here. Okay, on the trailer you have a apron, which is a plate of steel, and a kingpin, which hangs down, and on that kingpin there's a shank right in the middle of it. Okay, that shank has to go right here. It's this wide. The shank will go here. These things will pop around it, lock it in place. So it's called locking jaws. They're properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and securely locked around the shank of the kingpin. Okay, that's what you tell me. And we talked about the kingpin. So it's properly mounted secure. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. And like I say, you want this thing locked around the shank of the kingpin. And that's pretty much all there is for that. I just thought you'd like to get a little better look at it. When you're pointing to it underneath, a lot of times hard to see. But you'll be able to see this. The locking jaws will be right across here. Okay. All right. Coupling system. Okay, we'll start up here at your tractor. Those two are right there. That's your two airlines. Come out. The red one, emergency airline. Blue one is your service airline. Comes all around. Right there, they're properly mounted secure. They're cracked, bent, or broken in there, and there are no leaks. These lines themselves that come around, again, the blue one's service, red one's emergency. Okay, they're properly mounted secured. There's no abrasion, cut, bulges, or cuts, and there are no leaks. This is your electrical line. The green is always your electrical line. Okay, it's properly mounted secure up here at the tractor. Okay, it's not cracked or broken. It is a line, but it is a electrical line, so it's no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. There's no bare spots. Okay. We're going to go on over here. These are how they hook these things up to the trailer. There's glad hands. This is an emergency. It's always on this side. You can see a little E there. Service brake light is always hooked up over there. Little S on this thing here in the glad hand. So the blue one's here. Red one's always over here. Service emergency. They're properly mounted secure. They're cracked, bent, or broken. There are no leaks. Leaks would be right here where they seal these things up. Two gaskets. There are no leaks. Don't take them loose to show me. If you do and you can't get them back on, put your truck out of service. You can't finish your test. So just talk about it, point to it, touch them. Again, this is my electrical line. Same thing. Properly mounted and secured. There's no abrasions, bulges, cuts, no bare spots. Okay. Now let's go under here for the rest of the coupling system. Okay. Right here is your platform. Right in here, okay? Platform, something that sets on, something that sets on. In this case, it's the fifth wheel assembly. Okay, sitting on the platform. These are that platform is properly mounted secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay, these are my mounting bolts. Hold all this stuff together. Okay, they're all present, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. This is a sliding fifth wheel. You can tell by, over here, come over here. The sliding fifth wheel, you can tell by these rectangle holes in here. Sliding fifth wheel. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. These are the locking pins. And these locking pins are securely locked in place. You don't want this thing moving around on you. When you do that, you want to tell me there's proper clearance between the tractor and the landing gear. Back here. There's proper clearance between the tractor and the landing gear. You slide it up too much, make a hard turn. This guy will marry this guy, and it'll be a really bad day. Okay, let's go back under here. Okay, this is your release pin or release arm, safety release arm. Okay, it's properly mounted and secured. It's all the way in, which means it's locked, and it's securely locked in place. You can see right there. It's in and locked in place. Okay, this is my pivot pin, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. This is my skid plate, the fifth wheel skid plate. Properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It is fully lubricated. This here is the apron, just a chunk of steel. Sits down on this skid plate. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. You can see no gap between these two. You see a gap there, you're not coupled right. You gotta fix it. Okay, let's go around the back.
Okay, go.
Okay, right under here you can see there is a Kingpin. It's hooked to the trailer. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay, this is a cross member, cross part right there, the bar. That's a locking jaw. Okay. You're going to tell me it's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It's fully locked around the shank of the Kingpin. That's all you have to tell me, okay? Can't see it very well, point to it, talk about it. That's it. And that's the coupling system. Now let's finish up with part C, which is the trailer. Once you do the trailer, all the way down the side, around to the back, and then one set of axles back here. Okay. Coupling system is part of C. Let's finish C, which is the trailer. This is a bulkhead. It's not a header board. It's a bulkhead. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no holes in it. The rivets are all in place. If you get a hole in this thing, at least you get insulation all over what you're hauling. At worst, you'll peel off some of this metal or maybe even the roof. And make sure there's no holes in it. All the rivets are there. Up there, where you can't really see it, up above there are clearance lights. They're properly mounted and secured, clean, clear, not cracked or broken. They are amber in color. Okay, I got a reflector here, properly mounted and secured, clean, clear, not cracked or broken. Is amber in color. This is my DOT reflective tape. Okay, this is properly mounted and secured. It has to be 50% coverage down the length of the trailer. Okay, go back here. Right here, pinch this right here. That is the frame of the trailer, just this little thing running around. That's the frame. It's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All of these, see where these four rivets are? All of them down there, all the way to the end. These are cross members. So you're going to look under here. Show me these cross members and point to all of them down there. These are my cross members. They're all present, not properly mounted secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. Okay? This is my landing gear. This whole thing here is my landing gear. So it's properly mounted secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. This is my foot. There's two, one on each side. This is my landing gear foot. Properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. And it's fully retracted. It has to be fully retracted. If it's not, you run over a railroad track, you'll catch that rail with this thing here, and it'll be real exciting. So, it's good. Let's go back here. Another reflector, properly mounted secured. clean, clear that cracked or broken. This ain't very good because it's not on the back. Now we're going to do this. Again, this is my spring hanger. It's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay, and it holds these leaf springs in place. This one here has 3 leaves in it, if you can see them. Okay, they're properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. None are shifted, which would indicate they're loose. Always holding these guys down are 2 U-bolts. There's 1 or 2. Tell me they're both in place, properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. This is my front spring hanger here. Point to the one in the rear right back there. Tell me, oh, I'd inspect the rear spring hanger the same way I did the front one. Okay, that's all there is to it. These are it's my brake drum right here on the outside. You see it? Okay, it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no oil or grease on the inside of it. Okay, these are my brake material, brake lining we're talking about. They're properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It has to be at least 1/4 inch of this material on it. Okay, used to be asbestos. I don't know what it is now, but it's not asbestos. So tell me about that. Okay, these here are my brake chamber. This happens to be a double brake chamber. We got air in them. Got air lines right here. They're properly mounted secured. Abrasions, bulges, cuts. No audible leaks. Again, these have air in them. Properly mounted secure. No abrasion. No cracked, bent, or broken. No audible leaks. On the back, even though you can't see it, you're going to have to point to where it is. Behind the brake chamber is a slack adjuster and the push rod. Okay, there's a push rod right here. They all look a little different. So you're going to tell me that, you know, this slack adjuster push rod is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. With the brakes released, you can pull this push rod no more than 1 inch. If the brakes are engaged, it'll be rock solid. You won't be able to pull it at all. But with the release, you can pull it up to 1 inch. That's what keeps the brakes and the brake material close together. So it's a slack adjuster, takes the slack out of the space between those two. We got duals here. Okay, this is called bud space, B-U-D-D. Okay, this be even all the way around. Nothing lodged in the middle here. A rock or a big chunk of wood or something. Driving down the road, the friction will get these tires hot and blow them out. Okay, do this tire. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Okay, has to be worn level. It only has to be 2 30-seconds in tread depth, 30 seconds or more, and it can be a recap. So when you get through saying that, point to this guy. I'll inspect this tire the same way. That's all you need to say. Okay? Go back out here. I'm looking for that elusive little valve stem right there. It is properly mounted secured. Again, it's metal. Okay, this is where I check my air pressure with the gauge. Okay? There's one for each side, one for each tire. Okay? These tires, each one should be 95 to 105 psi. Okay. Next we'll take a look at our rim. Proper mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. There are no legal wells on it. Can't believe somebody tried away legal. Touch all of these lug nuts. These are my lug nuts. They're all present. Proper mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No sign of looseness, which would be shiny spots or rust streaks around this lug nut. Okay, this is a hub seal. It's properly mounted secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. It does have fluid in it. So you're going to tell me there's no leaks. It's filled to manufacturer specifications. And under here, this is where you check your oil. Okay. Trailers are different. If you see an airbag, talk about the airbag. See a shock absorber, talk about shock absorbers. We don't have either one right here, doesn't look like. Okay, this is a sliding tandem. See all these holes here? So it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Okay. It is securely locked in place. Right there is one of them. Right there, one point.
Baby.
Okay, there's a locking pin. It's securely locked in place. Okay, there's another one back here. This is the release arm for the sliding tandem right there. Properly mounted secured. It is in and fully locked in place. Okay. Let's do our 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 1 mud flap, hanger, properly massacre. No abrasions, bulges, cuts in this thing. Cannot be more than 8 inches off the deck of the gray. Okay, we don't have to do the back axle. Come back here. There's my run light. It's red in color, goes on the back. Properly massacre. Clean, clear, not cracked or broken. It is a running light only. Go to the back of the truck, back of the trailer. I start at the top and work my way down. They are my running light, current light, indicator light, whatever you call them. They're red in color. They're properly massacred. Clean, clear, not cracked or broken. My door, okay? Properly massacred. Not cracked or broken. It is closed and latched in place. Okay, closed and latched in place. There's a hook over here. I got my tail lights. They're properly massacred. Clean, clear, not cracked or broken. They are red in color. Indicate my brake light, my turn signal, my four-way flasher, and my running lights. Okay. This is my DOT bumper. This little thing here, properly massacred, not cracked or broken. It has to have 100% coverage. DOT reflector tape on the back. Now remember, we said do the driver's side unless something unique to the other side you must inspect it. We have some unique items to go over here and inspect. So let's come around here. Here, cracked and broken, all the hinges are in place. It is closed and latched in place. That's what it's on. Okay? Going up here. Landing gear brake pan. Properly massacred. That cracked and broken is securely latched in place and has a cradle. Okay? We are through with A, B, and C. You can draw one of those, hopefully not all of them, but you can draw full, which is the whole thing. You have 45 minutes to do this, plenty of time, don't rush. You think you're done with something, A, B, or C, take a minute, go back just like we did. Remember what you did, what you forgot, do it, and you get the point for it. Okay? Okay, now you've done A, B, or C, maybe all of it, and the coupling system. I'm going to tell you to do an external light check. You're going to get in the truck. I'm going to stand around front here. You're going to have to ask me to help you. If you don't, you'll get in there and I'll stand right here looking at you. So, can you help me, please? I'll go around front. Stand out here. You turn your headlights on. Tell me your headlights are on. I'll say okay. Turn your high beam on. I'll say okay, or give them thumbs up. Okay, turn your left blinker on, okay, right blinker on, okay, 4 ways. I'll tell you okay. Then now we'll go to the back of the truck. Do the tail lights. We'll do everything the same way. But you have to tell me or point out or holler or scream or something. Okay, I gotta know what you're talking about. Just remember on the back, be sure and do the brake lights. Okay? So, when you got that done, now we're going to tell you to do your in-cab inspection, including a safe start. I don't tell you do the air brake, it's included. So don't wait for somebody to tell you to do the air brake test. You're going to be told to do the in-cab inspection and a safe start. This truck is an automatic, but I'll explain how you do it for a manual transmission. Okay? Let's go back here and okay, we're going to do our in-cab inspection. First thing we're going to do is open that door. I'm going to pop the release for this thing, box. What I'm going to tell you is I have 3 reflective triangles that are clean and clear, not cracked or broken. Right there. And my spare fuses. My bag of spare fuses right there. We'll close that. We're going to go to the fire extinguisher. Okay, fire extinguisher is properly mounted secured. Okay, it is fully charged, recently inspected. Now you get in the truck, wait for the examiner to get in before you do anything. Okay, now we want to do our in-cab inspection. Okay, the first thing we need to do is put our seatbelt on. Seatbelt is properly mounted secured. Now I want to show you, you're going to show the examiner that latches and unlatches, latches properly. Okay, the material itself, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Okay, now we're going to do a safe start. We're doing a 10-speed manual. Check it so you can see it's in neutral. Push your clutch and do your safe start. Okay, and you just tell the examiner you're going to do a safe start. And this guy, it's automatic. You tell me it's in neutral. Okay. Okay, so it's in neutral. Put foot on the brake. Start the truck. Okay. That's a safe start. Okay, you always start the truck the same way. Okay, I'm going to do my Encamp inspection while I'm waiting for my air to build up so I can do my air brake test. Okay? These are my two mirrors. They're properly mounted secured, clean, clear, not cracked or broken. They're adjusted to me. This is my windshield, properly mounted secured, clean, clear, not cracked or broken, no illegal stickers. I don't care whether you've been to North, South Dakota or wherever. You can't put a sticker on a commercial vehicle. Okay? Now when I do the windshield, I do the wipers, makes sense. Wipers work, that's all you have to say. Push that in, the washer, up. My washer works, okay? All you have to say, turn it off, point to them. Okay, these are my windshield wipers, they're properly mounted secure, they're cracked, bent, or broken. The blade itself is rubber, so there's no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. They are firmly against the windshield, okay? Now I work my way across, do it the same way every time, and don't forget something. Okay, city horn. City horn works. Air horn works. That's all you have to say. Okay, I'll do the gauges next, right here. Okay, so this over here, this gauge here, that's my water temperature gauge. It's properly mounted. Well, you don't have to even say that. Just say it is working. Proper operating range is 180 to 200. It's my depth fluid gauge. Empty, full, empty. It shows that it is 3/4 inch full. This little green thing here. Okay, this is my oil pressure gauge. Okay, it is working. It's our normal operating range between 20 and 30 psi. These are my two air pressure gauges, primary and secondary. They're working. Proper operating range is 120 to 140 psi. Okay, while I'm looking at this, I'm going to turn my lights on right over here. Boom. Headlights work. High beam. High beam works. Turn my lights back off. Left turn signal. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Four-way flasher works. Okay, right there. Turn that guy's off. Okay, now what are we going to do next? Well, if we're going to do the defroster and heater. Defroster is not a luxury item on a truck. It has to work. Turn it all the way around. See, works the defroster on the windshield. Turn the fan on. Put your hand up here. Defroster works. Turn it back to right there. See the little arrow down towards your feet there. That's your heater. My heater works. Then put it back to wherever you want it. Okay. So let's see what else we forgot now. Did the horn. Take a minute. Think about it. Did lights, did horns, did wipers, did defrosters. You think of something else? Now's the time. Okay? Alright. You think you've got it all? Now I'm going to do my air brake test. Okay? Again, what you're going to do is turn your key off. Don't take your hand off of it. Turn your key off. Turn it back on until the gauges come up. Okay? Now if you were in a stick shift manual transmission, okay, you could put it in low gear, keep them rolling. We're in an automatic, we don't have a low gear. So any chance of us rolling, we'd put our chocks out. Make sure we didn't. Okay? To check the air brakes, to test them, you got to push in and release the air brakes. Okay, that's what I've done right here. Now you're going to do your 3-step air brake test. This is the one that fails you automatic if you don't get it right. ALE, like ale, kind of like beer. Okay, A, applied brake test. L, low air warning. E, emergency. Okay, you're going to tell the examiner now I'm going to do my applied brake test. I'll put my foot on the service brake, hold it down for 1 minute. I cannot lose more than 4 psi. Will you time me? And you'll say, of course I will. And so you just hold it there. When he says, time's up, take your foot off. I did not lose more than 4 psi. Point to those gauges right there. Now I'm going to fan my brakes down till my low air warning comes on at or before 55 psi. And go do it. Pump this thing. Oop. Low air warning came on. That's the indicator right there. On or before 55 psi. Okay. Now I'm going to pump my brakes down until the valves pop out, both of them. Okay. Between 20 and 45 psi. Okay, the valves popped out. If only one popped out, keep pumping until they're both out. Okay, in this case, they both popped out between 20 and 45 psi. That's all you tell the examiner. Okay, now that concludes that part of the air brake test. Now you're going to tell the examiner I'm going to do a safe start, build up air pressure, so I can check my parking brakes and service brake. Okay, it's in neutral, part of our safe start procedure. Foot on the brake, start to. Okay. Okay. My air pressure gauges are both between 120 and 140. Now I'm going to check my trailer brakes. Put it in gear, tug against my trailer brakes to make sure they work. Okay, trailer brakes work. I'm going to check my tractor brake. Pull out the tractor brake, release the trailer brake, another tug test. Okay, tractor brake works. Now I'm going to test my service brake. And pull forward up to 5 miles an hour, maybe not quite that much. I'm going to apply my brake and see if it works. Okay, here we go. Oh, service brake works. Steering wheel did not pull to either side. Okay, we'll back it up a little bit. Short trailer, nice. Okay. When you're finished, put it in neutral, pull your brakes out, tell the examiner I'm done. That's the end of your test. You will then add up your score on this score sheet you've been keeping and say, oh, you passed your, congratulations, you passed your pre-trip test. Now we're going to do our basic control skills test. And we'll work on that video later. Thank you, good luck.